Daniel Ricciardo returning to AlphaTauri set hearts ablaze in more ways than one. Obviously, if you're an F1 fan, obviously, if you're adrenaline junkie, following the sport so closely, the news that Daniel Ricciardo was returning would have had you salivating. But the other thing that might have had, well, some people salivating, is the launch of this book. This is Amazon. Overtake My Heart, Thicc Ric Races for Love, book 1 of 69 in the Daniel Ricciardo romance series. So this is a real book. Let me pull up the cover. It's by Anita Driver. Makes a great gift for mum. This is Daniel Ricciardo, apparently. He looks jacked. Straddling this car in a very sort of, there's this whole sort of thing happening in this general direction. Rev up your engines for a sizzling high-octane romance. Overtake My Heart will take you on a heart-stopping ride filled with passion, speed, and heartbreak. Follow Emily, a smart and independent woman, as she navigates the thrilling and glamorous world of Formula One racing and tangles with the irresistible, charming playboy Daniel Ricciardo. Will Emily's love be enough to tame the notorious heartbreaker? Will Daniel risk his career and reputation for the woman who's captured his heart? Buckle up for a love story that's as unpredictable and exhilarating as the race itself. You'll be on the edge of your seat until the very last page. In this category, here's some of the other titles. His Forever Muse, A Lethal Betrayal, The Catch of a Lifetime. Okay, I've been reliably informed that I should check out the reviews. Top reviews from the United States. Loved it. I just wanted more of it. Just wish it was longer. Well, don't we all?
I'm getting a hard on in the middle of the race.
It's too good not to be shared. Well, this is how I heard about it. Someone sharing it. Not your typical love story. Well, yeah. As squeamish as my dad wrote a porno, yeah, definitely. This is a fun yet sexy story filled with racing and F1 references. If you're going to fantasize about a driver, it has to be Danny. So yes, I agree with all the attributions described in the book. Lights Out and Away We Go takes on a new meaning. Very good. The erotic adventure has everything. Romance, sex, suspense, Nicholas Latifi. I learned so much about Australian cuisine and culture. A shoo-in for the National Book Award. Yeah, I wonder if this will win a Walkley. A hilarious read. If you're looking for a beautiful romance with an epic storyline and amazing writing, this book probably isn't for you. Isn't for you. But if you're looking for hilarity and a few great jabs at certain F1 personalities, multiple personalities, hilariously incorrect Australian facts, then you're in the right place. Bought it out of curiosity, and I wish I hadn't been curious. It is a quick read at 41 pages. It's more of a pamphlet than a book, and most definitely not worth the £9 plus postage and packing. It was funny in places, but I'll not be buying the other 68 in the series. It's like he's so close to getting the joke. As I just noticed this. What is this? Stop, Drop and Stroll, the Lance Stroll inspired guide to fire safety for kids. Yes. Prepare for an unforgettable. Oh, this is also by Anita Driver. So there you go. She's obviously like cornering this market of like questionably illegal Formula One inspired stories. This one obviously for kids, which like, well, I feel like that's a bit of a dubious area. If you didn't know about it, now you do know about it. The Daniel Ricciardo book. Everybody should pick up a story. Pick up a copy. In fact, I have to admit, Overtake My Heart. Here's my copy. I got one from my brother as a Father's Day gift. So thanks, Ewan. Definitely, agree. It's pretty much on the thin side. Should we just read a random? If I pick a random page and just start reading, that's questionable in terms of copyright as well, but. Anita Driver started it. Do we just start halfway down the page on page 11? Emily felt her cheeks warm under his praise. Thank you, Daniel. I've had a fantastic time too. He paused for a moment, seeming to gauge her response before continuing. I was wondering if you'd like to continue our conversation over dinner. There's an Outback Steakhouse nearby. I would love to share the food of my people with you. Emily was momentarily stunned. Was this really happening? Was Daniel Ricciardo, the man she'd admired from afar for so long, inviting her to dinner? I'd love that, Daniel, she replied, her voice steady despite the thrill of excitement coursing through her. I've always wanted to try a blooming onion. Daniel laughed, clearly pleased by her response. Perfect, it's a date then. Let's say 8 o'clock. Emily nodded, her heart fluttering with the promise of an evening to come. 8 sounds great. As she walked away, Emily couldn't help but replay the encounter in her mind. She was going to dinner with Daniel Ricciardo. This was more than she could have ever hoped for, and she couldn't wait to see where the race would lead. Holy smokes. Hot stuff. What got me thinking about this was that it seems to me like that's an AI generated like Mid-Journey kind of cover. And then I got to thinking like, wait a second, maybe this whole thing was AI generated. I think reading it, it does have a human touch. I do question the dialogue there. That doesn't sound very much like Daniel Ricciardo to me. If there isn't a scene where Emily and Daniel wake up in the morning basking in the afterglow and Daniel doesn't say,
I'm tripping major nutsack right now,
then this is a whole wasted opportunity. Don't even bother with the next 68 books in the series.